Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some LEGO Marvel Superheroes. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Honestly, I can't remember where I left off last time. It's been quite a bit since I last played the game. Either way, let's just hop right in and continue the game. Alright, now I tried to record this video before, but like with the mutant level, I think it like caused a glitch, because I think a mutant character came in. I don't know why every single time a mutant character gets involved, some kind of big, like over-the-top bug prevents me from actually progressing in the level. Like it always happens. It's happened multiple times by now. Like it's ridiculous. But yeah, let's just try and I guess get to the next level.
Take it easy, Hammerhead.
So that way I can actually, focus on making my way through the level. Yeah. Let's just try and finish up this game. I only have I want to say 5 or 6 levels left, including for this the one I'm gonna try and beat this video. Yeah, I don't really have too much left. Yeah, I just really want to get this game finished up with so I could make some more free space on, the series that I have, that I gotta work on. Now, I know I gotta work on, some bunch of other games. I gotta work on, 50 plus games.
These subs feature advanced tracking
so
equipment,
yeah.
ideal for locating enemies or
Let's just
items
see
of
what
interest.
I can do here, though. Oh yeah, keep in mind, I think that Modok shows up in this level, and oh my god, does he look weird. Like, he looks so weird, from what I remember anyways.
Where exactly are you sending me on my date with Thor?
A SHIELD research submarine.
A research vessel covered with weapons. Well, that's deceptive labeling.
That is not our research sub.
Alright, let's just see what I can do here. Honestly, that's not good, considering those are clearly missiles. Wait, why is Thor so scared about that? Isn't he like a god, so shouldn't he be at least somewhat resistant to that stuff? Or at least not taking any damage from it? I just wonder how Spider-Man got on here before us.
No. You're not the only one that can fly. Compliments of Mr. Nick Fury and SHIELD.
You know, I could fit you with a rocket-propelled iron suit if you like.
Sounds heavy.
Honestly, technically, Spider-Man does get an iron suit. Though it's not a rocket-powered one, like the one Tony's clearly talking about. Yeah, he does get the Iron Spider suit at some points throughout the comics. So yeah. I think that, it's different from the generic Iron Spider, which is, I think, I think it might be Amadeus Cho who gets the Iron Spider suit at some points. But yeah, I could be wrong on that. My comic knowledge is very limited, so I could be wrong on that stuff. Alright, let's just see what I can do here. I have to put out these fires. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. Wait, maybe this stuff over here will help me out. Because it could give me some parts to build some stuff. Yep, it does. Thank God, dude. Because I wouldn't know what to do if I got stuck here. Let's just see what I can do. Alright, let's just try and, link up all of these pipes. Okay. There we go. All those pipes are linked up. Yeah, I got a little bit confused on a previous recording that I did for this level. But yeah. Well, at least I actually have a character who can actually use lasers in Iron Man. Wow, that's a weird shape to use. I thought it would be more close to his mask. You know, like to the base plate that Iron Man uses. I thought it would be more close to that for how it would look. But it's fine.
My spider sense.
Let's just go ahead and just see what I can do. Honestly, I love how Spider-Man can actually use 2 different grapple hooks at the same time. That makes it so much more useful than any other grapple character. You know, just by simply existing. You know, because I think every other character that can use grapples can only use like one at a time.
What is it?
So Spider-Man is clearly the more useful character out of any grapples. You know, for that fact alone, considering a large portion of the time, there are more than like one grapple. You know, one grapple unit or whatever you would call it. Alright, let's just try and build some stuff, because that's clearly something for building. I don't know what it's gonna build, but it's clearly gonna open up this door. Yeah, I gotta get Thor real quick. You know what? Honestly, then the 3 series I want to work on the most right now, is this, Iron Man VR, and The Walking Dead. You know, for the entire franchise. You know, that's the main ones I want to work on the most right now.
Concentrate, and you're making all this
Yeah,
noise?
I won't have to.
Boys!
I don't think I have to fight Doctor Doom until like the second to last level. Judging by what the trophy list says. So yeah. I already beat the game before, but I just don't remember every single plot line. Let's just take out these weird guard people, weirdos, whatever. Alright, let's just see what I can do. I know that I gotta go up here with Iron Man, I think. So let's just try and get him over here. So I can blow this silver stuff up. Yeah, I got so confused last recording. I had easily spent like 10-20 minutes just trying to figure out what to do, but yeah, I inevitably did. But yeah, it just really sucked how long it took me to do that. It took me an embarrassingly long time just to get through all of that. You know, just to figure out the silver bricks. Because I kept trying to break anything and everything. Even though I didn't need to do that.
Spidey sense.
Okay, let's just try and see what I can do with Spider-Man. Alright, I don't want to deal with these weirdos anymore. I just want to get them out of here. Let's just try and get rid of these weirdos. You know, so that way I can actually get out of here. Alright, let's just use the grapples. I don't know what that'll do. Seems like it's for a build. Of this. Okay, I'm gonna need Iron Man. Where is he? Where's Iron Man? I'm gonna need him. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? He's not even here. Oh, come on. Wait, there he is. There's Iron Man. I needed you. You know, so that way I could use this little pamphlet thing. You know what? There's this one romance anime I watched. Oh my god. It aggravated the crap out of me by the time that the last 2 episodes hit. Like, honestly, it was basically like the main girl of the series. She basically, like, don't get me wrong, the first 8 episodes were pretty decent. Like, not the greatest thing in the world, but still pretty decent for what it was. But yeah. But whenever you reach the last 2 episodes, it's like 10 episodes long. By the way. But whenever you reach the last 2 episodes of the entire series, which is like episode 9 and 10, oh my god, it will make you hate every single one of the, every single girl in the featured throughout the series. Oh my god, it's aggravating. Like the main girl that, that like the main guy would end up with. Yeah, she basically overstepped his boundaries and what is it essentially cheated on. In the last 2 episodes, which there was a post-credits scene in episode 8, and that's pretty much the start of the downfall of the series. But yeah, she basically emotionally cheated on him, nearly physically cheated on him multiple times, overstepped his boundaries multiple times, and then somehow that series tried to make it seem like it was his fault.
Nothing can
That he had his boundaries overstepped. Heck, even his friends were joining in on that crap. Like they were calling him a cuck for that. I don't, even though they were essentially broken up by that point. Though they did sadly make up by the end, that is so stupid that it did that. Had him get back together even though she crossed his boundaries multiple times. That was so stupid for the show to do. Okay, I just need to just see what I can do. But yeah, I really hate that kind of plot line. But yeah. Also, you could tell that, the series was slightly going downhill, I think around episode 6. Because they were talking about how it would, they shouldn't be basically, they were working in, some kind of cosplay cafe or something. And then they tried complaining about some of the cosplays that they were doing. They hadn't been dressing like that the entire series. It's just so weird. They were dressing like that. And worse. Throughout the entire series up to that point. But, it's a problem whenever they do it for their job. Yeah. Try and make that part make sense. Don't get me wrong. If you ignore some of those moments, the series is pretty entertaining past that, but it's still, whenever it gets to the episode 9 and 10, that's whenever it starts truly becoming hard, the borderline impossible to ignore, and that's my biggest complaint with the series, is just the ending. It basically says, I know I was emotionally cheating on you and overstepping your boundaries multiple times. Will you forgive me and smooch me later? Yeah, that's pretty much how the entire ending goes. And it was when the main guy that, the main girl was cheating, emotionally cheating on the main guy with, it was an old friend that she had from middle school or whatever.
I can't believe
yeah.
You're such a disappointment.
And that friend, so-called friend, he was so blatantly trying to get into her pants, so blatantly so. I bet even a child can see it, because it practically has him say it right in front of her face. I don't know how he didn't realize what he was up to. I have no clue at that point. He was talking about, how she's, attractive and all this other stuff, and how she's coming to her body and stuff. Right in front of her face, mind you. And it was just so weird. You could tell what he was up to just by hearing his voice. And then she somehow tried to play dumb about it. I don't know how you could have played dumb at that point, whenever it was so clearly what that one guy was after. It was so obvious, I bet even a child could see what he was after, it was so stupid. I feel like that series would have been so much better if they actually kept the writing somewhat consistent, you know?
Worry not, Thor. My telekinesis can separate water molecules.
Yeah, this is about the point where I had to stop the last recording that I tried to do on this level. Because, you know, it bugged out. I couldn't beat it because the telekinesis, it was just so buggy. Alright, real quick,
Nice.
I'm just gonna
Never saw
save
this
right
coming.
here.
Gene, how long can you keep this bubble stable?
Yeah, let's just try and
I
save
can
and
keep you
continue.
safe for now, but my power
So
is
that way if I
focused on
have
this
to
warp
restart
core.
this level, I can just get back here. You know? Okay, let's just break this stuff, since this is what I need to grab. Since I think it's the building stuff. There we go. I think that's what I needed to do. Now let's build this stuff over here. Thankfully, Jean Grey is actually moving in a way that would actually be helpful. You know, because whenever I tried this recording before, it kind of stuck her in one place and just kept her there without even moving, even though you needed her to move around just to be able to complete the level. You know, like that's the part that really screwed me over whenever I tried this level before. You know, like that was easily the part that screwed me over big time. Yeah, I won't even try and replicate some of the bugs and glitches I've encountered, because I just want to finish up this level, you know? Like, that's the main thing I want to do, is just try and finish up this level so I can get closer to finishing up the game.
Jarvis,
Come on, Jean
any
Grey.
sign of that research sub? Doom was
Alright, let's
inside
just
when the tanker
scan
blew.
this.
It appears
Use
as
the
though he may be
webbing
caught in the destruction of the
as
tanker,
grap
sir. I am
as
detecting
grapples.
another vessel not too
Okay,
far
I'm
away
gonna
from your
need Thor.
coordinates.
Yep. Let's just try and get through all this and see what this does. Alright, I don't know what this will do. Maybe it gives some parts. You have to make a path for Jean Grey just so we can actually progress. Yeah, this is further than where I made it last time, because, you know, like that part before the Starfish segment where I had to use Spider-Man to pull it off or whatever, that was about the point where I had to stop the last recording because, you know, Jean Grey just got caught on something. I don't know what she got caught on, but I know it was something, and it just walked her
true
through.
look is very
Okay, I'm
thin right now.
gonna need Iron Man for this. Wow, Thor's easily the most useful character of this level. That and Spider-Man. Yeah, Iron Man, he's been pretty useful too, but not as much as, you know, Iron Man and Thor. You know, let's just try and break this stuff. This hole. I need to just try and angle this properly. There we go, that's one of them down. Let's just see what I can do. Alright, there we go. That took way longer than I'd expected. I'm gonna need Spider-Man real quick.
Spidey
Use a
sense.
spider sense.
Something close by.
Yeah, Thor and Spider-Man, easily top 2 characters for this level. That could change for later levels, but yeah, as of right now, they're the most useful ones for this level. Yeah, I need Jean Grey just to move a bit faster, because, you know, it's kind of screwing everybody over by moving so slow. You know? Let's just see what we can do here. Okay, there's an enemy. Multiple enemies, in fact. Ooh, is this the end of the level? Because I needed to get to that sub. Yeah, let's just try and break this thing. Jesus Christ, how hard was that hit? And how sturdiest sub.
How about you just open the
Like,
hatch?
Jesus Christ, Thor's one of the most powerful Marvel characters, or at least Earth-based, well, 616 characters anyways.
Really?
You know, instinctively 616
Doc, why do
characters.
you need all those cosmic bricks?
Like, he's on par with characters like Hulk.
How about a god then?
Yeah, that should say how powerful Thor is at that point, you know? Alright, let's just see what we can do here. Man, that level's already over with. Man, if the last recording didn't bug out, who knows what I could have done at that point, you know?
Delicious.
Oh. Yeah, you can probably tell who that was. Yeah, it was Galactus.
Hey! What's going on? Okay, not good, not good.
You need to mind your
Yeah, there's Magneto. I don't want to deal with him, but I'm probably gonna have to anyways. Please don't tell me I have to deal with his level, right off the bat, because I don't want to do that right now. I want to save that for next video, you know? Oh, sure.
The only other thing we need
Multiple hits from Thor couldn't destroy the side of that sub. But the Statue of Liberty tearing off its roof and throwing it, that's what destroyed it? Makes total sense, huh?
I know why you're here, Silver Surfer. But I'm still not sure what Loki and Doom want with your boss.
Reed Richards and Hulk are ready to stop Lady Liberty. Are you sure you want Wolverine on this operation?
I know cooperation isn't in his nature, but we need him.
Alright.
You'll need a plane to follow Magneto, and I can't believe
let's just see what I can do
the
here.
Statue of Liberty.
That's gonna be the end of today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.
Wolverine will meet you there.
Bye-bye.